Hi and welcome to City Happenings. I'm Mayor David Black. The local VA Medical Center is observing Memorial Day with a special ceremony on its campus. And Sump Library gets a lot done through its volunteers, but it also offers other working opportunities. And earlier this spring, Papillion La Vista South High School hosted a live disaster exercise. We heard from first responders in an earlier show. Now, we hear from school officials, parents, as well as Nebraska's First Lady. It's all happening next on City Happenings for the week of May 14th.
Thanks, Mayor Black. The Nebraska Western Iowa VA Medical Center invites you to its Memorial Day ceremony.
We've lost a lot of Americans in service to our country, for hundreds of years. So we wanted to find a way that we could honor all of our fallen service members. So we started this Memorial Day commemoration event at the Omaha VA Medical Center as a way to honor our fallen, a way for not only our VA community, but for the community as a whole to come together and join us and honor those who have fallen. And so what started off as just a really, really small, simple gesture has grown over the last 4 years. This year we're very, very honored to have the Adjutant General for the state of Nebraska as our keynote speaker. He's commanded a lot of our troops from the Nebraska Guard who have gone over and fought in these two current wars. And so he's going to be joining us this year. We're also going to be having a musical ensemble from the Heartland of America Band out at Offutt Air Force Base who will be playing some music for us. And we're also very honored for the second year to have a combined color guard from various veteran service organizations. And what's really, really neat about this is that, again, what started off as something very simple has kind of grown. Our VA police, who provide protection and service to our veterans and our staff here at the VA Medical Center, they've actually, over the last couple years, they bought a ceremonial honor guard uniforms and actually do the formal retreat ceremony for this event. So we're very, very honored to be able to do this for our fallen, to be able to share this with the community. And right now we are actually the first Memorial Day commemoration event in the city of Omaha for that weekend. So we've kind of got that going for us too, and we're very honored and would really be pleased if we had the whole community come out and join us for this.
There are many opportunities for someone to work at Sump Memorial Library.
Well, not only do we have volunteers to come to work in our library, but we also have other opportunities for people to come in. And right now we wrote a grant, and we've actually written 2 grants, and we have one grant where we'll have 2 teenagers that will come in and will be paid to assist the youth services person this summer. And that was through a Dollar General and a YALSA grant, which is a part of the American Library Association. So we're receiving funds to hire local Papillion youth to come in and work in our library. We also received a grant from the Nebraska Library Commission to hire another individual, an internship, that will work with us for about 85 hours this summer to come in and help our staff with summer reading program and some other projects in the library. Plus, the University of Nebraska at Omaha library science students and the University of Missouri at Columbia library science students use us as a practicum opportunity. So we'll also have a practicum student here this summer, and they don't get paid by us, but they actually pay for the opportunity to come and be part of the library here in Papillion and learn about best practices as they're happening in Papillion.
A live disaster exercise focused on distracted driving for the second straight year. This time, Papillion La Vista South High School was the host.
Attention all Papillion units, watch for 2 possible intoxicated drivers. Last seen westbound on Bree 70, then southbound on 108th Street. We have a red Mercury Topaz and a blue Nissan Versa. Parties were seen possibly drinking and texting while driving, swerving all over the roadway. 211 Charles 1, are you clear?
This hits home to us at Papillion La Vista South because last year we had a very serious accident that affected a lot of our students, and so I know just watching when the police cars came in, to me it was very emotional. So, and I know I see a lot of kids that are taking it very seriously, and this group of community people that have gotten together with law enforcement and roads have done an outstanding job, and I think it's going to make a difference with our kids. I sure hope that it does, and I hope that they think twice.
We're really excited about an exercise like this because it's so real for kids. And powerful, and hopefully has a long-lasting impact on decisions that they make in the future.
It just makes sense. We take a little time out of the day for these important things like safety. There's nothing more important. So, yeah, and when you have community members that work so hard and that you can trust that will come through on events like this is very impactful. So I really had very little to do with it. We're just lucky we live in a community like Papillion La Vista.
We are so fortunate to live in a community where the police department, the local hospital, the 911 group, all of those agencies come together to put on an event like this. This isn't something the school district could do without the support of all those other agencies as well.
I agree, you couldn't be more real about it, and I don't think we always perceive the reality, and this brings it close to home, and especially this season with the proms coming up and the parties, that we want our children to be safe. I believe it at least brings it close to home and they can see the reality. Even though these are actors still, they made it so real, and it's the exercise with all the first responders and the ambulance and all the people involved that it takes, that is makes it stronger and an impact, and hopefully these images will remain in their memories. And when their time to make choices are there, do I take that drink? Do I get in a car with someone who has been drinking? That they will think twice about it and certainly make a choice that's safe for them.
There was reality for one of the actors. The woman who played the mother of the student who was the fatality victim is that student's real-life mother.
No, it was very hard. I was literally shaking, and it was very difficult. It's hard not to think that this could be real and that could be your child. So the tears were real, the shaking was real. I mean, it's upsetting and disturbing and very lifelike that you can think it's not just my child, that's anyone's child. I know all those kids personally. So any of them, it's just, I hope that the lesson is well learned.
Parents' worst nightmare realized, I guess. It's something you would never ever want to happen to your kid. Oh, I think it's absolutely awesome, and I hope the kids absolutely absorb what's happening as a potential real life scenario, because I think that we see it at least once every year. We lose a young kid to either texting and driving or drinking and driving. And they just don't realize that it just takes one fraction of a second and their whole entire life could be over in an instant. So I really hope that they do absorb it in and take it to heart, and to see one of their their fellow students, somebody as beautiful as my son, carried away in a body bag. I mean, that's kind of, even though it's a scenario, it's really hard to imagine.
There are only a few days left to register for the city's annual half marathon, as the deadline is Saturday, May 19th. Sign up now at the Recreation Department's webpage on the city's website. There's also information right here on Papio Vision. And the Papillion Community Foundation can use your help for this year's Papillion Days. To volunteer, please call 402-331-3917 or email aames@papillion.org. For more about Papillion, go to www.papillion.org or just call the Mayor's Hotline at 402-827-1111. Thanks for watching.